Hey everybody, welcome to another exciting edition of Get Behind Me Now Stay There. This is episode 61, and we have some really great interviews for you. And we've got Holly's, time is art, and people are just really eating that up, loving it. I love it, man. I've learned so many things from it. It's just really very cool.
Thank you, Charlie.
Yeah, I may have a new career in glass blowing here pretty soon. And I really like the way that you are using. A lot of our local artists around here. We live in the Pacific Northwest here for all the people around the world, and this is like an artistic community. Movie makers and authors and musicians and actors and Shakespeare Festival and so many artistic people, and they just love to give them exposure. Man, that's great that you do that.
Cultural mecca.
There you go.
Yeah. So on this episode, the highly anticipated interview with New Zealand band Ivy Blue.
Yeah, Ivy Blue, they are really good. They make great music. They're like an alternative band, and they're from New Zealand. And, you hear their music on the show, and you hear the interview with them, and, of course, they got the accents, so makes them sound even cooler, And we also have an interview with Martin Lastrapes, and he is an author, and he's got a really cool story. His first book was called Inside the Outside, and it's like a sci-fi horror book. We talked to him from Riverside, California, which is commonly known as Inland Empire, or our esteemed producer, Sarah Semerson, hails from. And I talked to Martin. He has a podcast on too called Martin Lastrapes, so, and we got in contact with him because he wanted us to be on his show, and so we said let's have you on. And this guy's without giving too much away the interview, that the book he wrote, Inside the Outside, it was originally his first, not originally, but it was his first novel, and he in the interview explains about how he was nervous. Will anybody read this besides people that are related to me, and that kind of thing. Well, the thing went on, to be number 1 on Amazon, and number 1 on Barnes & Noble, and number 2 on iTunes behind, who else? Stephen King, And then we have out here in this country the Pulitzer Prize, right? Well, in France they have their equivalent, and he won the prize on his very first novel, went to Paris, accepted it, and it was great. And he now has out a book called The Vampire, the Hunter, and the Girl. And it's a trilogy. There's 3 of them. And we were fortunate enough, he sent me a copy of it, and I read it. It's great. And you're really going to enjoy it. The dude is a lot of fun. And we also have the news and views that you want to know. And of course, it's been just wonderful. I mean, the show just keeps growing, and we're getting all these great people, and our cast is getting much better with the addition of Sean Mark Nibber, who's a filmmaker here in Ashland, and of course we got Jerry Renfro, my selectman, Cyrus Emerson, Ollie Laureatis, Chrissy McIntyre, and pretty soon we're gonna have to build a new building, but. We're having fun making it, and we're so glad you guys are all enjoying it. So just don't forget to get behind me.
Now stay there.